multiplayer 7 Days to Die with Silverblade.
Damn it, son of a... Ouch.
You must remember to,
88 miles per hour!
Don't you feel foolish?
Greetings, minions, engineers, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing Space Engineers Beta, and this is episode number 31. Sorry for last week. Tried to get this game up so I can play it and record it, and either it was due to an update from last week or the update to my video drivers, but for some reason the game would not load for me at all. I mean, I would click it, it would start up, and then it would crash. I couldn't even get to the main menu. So finally this week an update came out. I've been tweaking the hell out of things, trying to get things to work, and somehow, some way, whether my own meddling or through the blessings of the game developers, it's alive, it's working. Oh God. Alright. So now I have to relearn how to play this game after like 2 weeks of not playing it at all. Nah, it shouldn't be that hard. But I think what I want to do is do a test of sorts to see what it would take to get a hydrogen craft into space. Something simple, not really complex or overdone, but what it would take to get into space. Because what I was intending to do when I was initially going to record this, well, tried to record this, which is now for me 2 weeks ago, I went into my off-camera game and was going to do some work on that ship on camera to then bring it over into this particular game, my YouTube game,
Meteor storm inbound,
and then use it here. But instead I think we're just going to build a craft from scratch, something small and simple. So I guess we should just get right to it. And I gotta remember which controls are what. Looks like now we got smoke trails on the asteroids, or meteors. Okay, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. First things first, we are going to need some materials. So I guess we could just start off with a whole crap ton of steel plate. And I'm going to do this as... I guess we could do this as a large ship. Because I don't have very... I like to build small ships generally, because with the smaller blocks it gives you a lot more flexibility in the shape of things. But with large blocks, you make some massive pieces of shit, but they're just large blocks. I don't have very many of these in my inventory, my blueprint inventory, so we'll just go with that. So first things foist, need landing gear, and obviously you need to rotate this thing. And things are acting really chunky now all of a sudden. And it's not acting like it should. I can't get it to rotate over. I want it like that. And of course it's not going to do it like that. Come on, video game. Don't make me hate you. Well, you know what? I guess that I can make this work. Now, can I rotate this around upside down? This isn't rotating the way it should. I was actually thinking, well, if I can't get it to work like that, you know, to fit it right. Maybe I can mount this foot on it and then build off of that, but I don't know, this thing just does not want to play nice. Come on. Alright, maybe it's because it's that. So let's strip this down and try to do this the right way. I'm going through all the key combinations to rotate it, and it's not doing it. So maybe it's the auto rotate thing was doing it. Nope. Come on, you miserable pile of crap. Do I have to do this in the dirt? All the more reason why I do not like building things large. Or building ships large, rather. Maybe I have to build above and then drop it down, which looks like it might have to be the case. Alright, now can we rotate it like so? Raise it above. Holy crap. So now it's going to be all cockeyed. Not happy with this. Not happy in the slightest. Maybe I'll just do this as a small ship. Screw it. At least I can get that to work right. Really? Oh, come on. There. Okay, I can deal with that. Gonna have to. Alright, so now let's get some blocks on this thing. And I'm just gonna build off of this. Now I think I have to be careful of the balance of this. Because I don't think it's in the locked position without power. Alright, let's see, what am I going to need for that stupid thing? Large steel tubes, construction components, and motors. Nailed it. Okay, now it's in a locked position. Now it's air quotes, fixed in place. Air quotes always makes it better. And one nice thing about the setup, if you can't get to the underside well enough, ta-da! So that'll work. Of course, it probably doesn't need to be that high in the air, but whatever. We'll play with it. I am just glad that it's not breaking like it used to. Alright, so just get these all in place. Ship doesn't need to be super crazy. It just needs to have some room to get some junk on it. And there. Alright, so now we're going to need a cockpit. Okay. And then let's get this built. So display and computer. Probably also needs bulletproof glass, but we'll hold off on that for a sec. Yep, it needs bulletproof glass and more computers. What? Wait, it probably... kind of get in that little funky mind mold where it just... things that should be clicking aren't clicking in my brain. Alright, so don't need that, but we need like that. Alright, so that part's done. Now we can get rid of this out of there and the landing gear. Now we need some oxy and oxygen generator, and we will line it up. Let's see, yeah, that's right. Line that up. Construction components, motors, and large steel tubes. What was it? Construction components, large steel tubes, motors? Screw it, we'll find out. Hey! That worked out alright. Alright, so now we got the oxygen generation. We will need cargo box. I want a medium one. Oh, which one was that? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so connects on that. Need to make that match up there. And interior plate. Structure component, computer and displays. But have CAS. Hopefully that's the right amount. It is. Alright, so now we have a cockpit. We have a means of making oxygen for it. We got some storage. Now we're gonna need hydrogen tank. Alright, so large container thingy goes there, huh? Is that even matched up right? Yeah, it is. Ugh. So I'm gonna have to build up underneath that. Large tubes, small tubes. Let's see, how many? 40, 60? Jeez. I know I don't need that many tubes on me, but I need 60 of these. Oops. I want to keep some of those on me. Okay. Alright, so we have a hydrogen tank. Let's raise this puppy. Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, so now we can put in some blocks under here. Or something at least to protect this anyway. Actually, let's go like that. We'll make the bottom heavy armor just for protection's sake of the hydrogen tank, because losing it would be bad. Okay, so I know I'm not gonna have enough because I need metal grids. Alright. Can I get this to fit there right? There we go. Good blocks, good. Okay, so the backside. Now, I don't have really. Let me actually get my tongue to start working again. I'm not really artistic or creative. In other words, I can't really. I'm not good at making things look good. I am just good at making things functional. You know, they get stuff done, right? So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, man. So it may not look good, but it sure as hell better work good. At least we'll learn how to make it work good. Okay, so that'll work for now. We don't need any more metal grids for the moment. And it's good because I think we're out. Actually, I probably ought to go back through and double check. So there might be some that were made. Yeah, because there's like something right there just didn't finish. I'm looking at the meter there where it says 100% components and all that. I think we're good. I think it was just like that very last block. Might have been down one or something like that. So we're good there. Oh, let's dump that and then just take 100 and then pile up on that, because those are like the main components that we usually get. Right now we can drop the piston, because I don't like using as much jetpack to build. And I just want to be able to get underneath there and enough to put the heavy armor blocks in place. Perfect. Okay, so now the next step is cargo blocks, and then we need to so what I want to do, whoa, that's a bit much. How big are the hydrogen thrusters? Large. Well, let's put both in here. And I did not want to do that. I wanted to put it on my toolbar. And that's in the wrong spot anyway. Ugh. Alright, okay, so I gotta rotate it like that. Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at the thrusters first, because those can be jointed up with the large side or the small side. And then the teeny weeny ones, which I really don't think are gonna be enough. Now the question is do I want to go with a whole bunch of these big uns, I definitely need something under, to get the upward lift. So I'd have to get the box sorted right. So I definitely would have to have something go down like that, and then I need a I guess what we could do, and I hit the wrong button there. We can go like, let's see if we get that lined up right. Yeah, go like that. Need motors and small steel tubes. Okay, so we have this. We can use 7 to counter thrust. Forward thrust. Is that going to get into the deck or what? Wish it was a little easier to see where these blocks are getting placed. Okay, that's just over the surface of the deck. Okay, so actually, yeah, I'd have to do it like this anyway, so screw it. This is probably a touch overkill, but I like overkill. And as for side thrust, we can just go
Meteor storm
bink,
inbound.
bink, bink. That'll work. And if it don't, I'm screwed anyway, right? Damned if I do, damned if I don't, I tell ya. Where are you shooting? Where are you shooting? Oh, they're over there. Okay. Hopefully that's lined up right. So let's see, 6, 7. Ah, god damn it. I'm kind of thinking this might not be enough in terms of a hydrogen tank. And then 8. Excuse me. So what do we need on here? All of that, huh? Okay. Make sure all my inventory of stuff is used up on these damn things. Because I'm sure that they need metal grids. Now this is just to see how much for hydrogen I would need to break atmosphere. I'm sure this thing's gonna make me come crash into the earth at some point. Alright, so now we just stockpile up on construction components. Just kind of do this one at a time. I should have had metal grids on that one. Okay, so I need steel plate and large metal tube. Jeez, I thought I... Yeah, we'll just do this. Get it done and out of the way. Okay, that thruster's good. That one's good. Still need to get metal grids. Am I out of tubes already? Yeah, need one more tube and steel plates. Oh, and I need grids too. Yeah, that should cover it. So make sure all these are done. Oop, hanging up a little bit there. Okay. That's 100. That's 100. That's 100. 94. That's done. 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 Okay. And just like that, we are at the end of the episode. And we've only just begun getting this stupid thing going. Let's see what we got. We got a port here. Alright, this is going to be an interesting build, I think. Haven't quite got a name for it, but I'll figure something out. But anyways, we are at the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has been, yeah, at least entertaining on the infotaining side of things anyway. Do check out the links in the description box below. And until next time, see you later. Twitch, Twitch.